my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish the tea. And you're dishing it, darlings, with Big Meech.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech. It's time to dish tea with Big Meech.
Darling. And yes, and oh, and okay, this just fucked up my opening. I was trying to play the song, and the damn song ain't playing. Ain't that nothing? Oh, you old hateful ass cow. Anywho, I was trying to get this. I got the karaoke track. Anywho, wait a minute. What is going on? It won't play. Here we go. I'm not going to sing this because I don't know all the words. Okay. But this is the karaoke track. Yes. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? Hey, it's our anniversary. Yeah. Do you know what today is, baby? It's our anniversary. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's going on with y'all, honey? I am ecstatic because, darling, yes, it is our anniversary. I'm going to turn this down. All right, now I turned this volume down, so it's low on my end. Can you guys hear me clearly, or is the music still blaring? Put in the comments, because oftentimes when I turn the music down on this end, it still does a little do-I-diddy on that end. So, am I sound like I'm shouting, or does it sound like the music is toning me out? Let me know, because if it's toning me out, I'm gonna just stop it. Okay. Yes. I'm having it is a blessing and it is an honor. And I have to thank all of you who have been watching us and coming through that you have. If you've been here with me from day one, God bless you and God keep you. Because, honey, it's been 14 years that we've been doing this thing. We've been here in this particular format for the last 3 of the 14 years. Yeah, we started this particular platform just before the pandemic hit. Okay, so like tail end of 2019 going into 2020 was when we started this particular platform, and we started this in October, November. So, we're in 3-4 years of doing it in this particular format. And I'm just ecstatic because I didn't think it would ever get to this particular point. We can always improve and do things a lot better, of course. That's my goal, and part of my hustle and carrying on. I'm trying to get this to be a formidable, or put this into a better light and carrying on the way that we do. You know what I'm saying? To get it to where we got better graphics, better computers, better this, better that, and et cetera, et cetera. So I'm looking to take us into that particular format, Thank all of you who have been there with me, who rock and roll with me, who come in, who share your comments and carrying on, and just share your time with us. We are ecstatic, okay? We are ecstatic. And I have to thank my co-hosts for coming in. They came in right when we were taking this into this particular platform. and was doing the more of the television show, if you will, of it, the YouTube TV, the Facebook Watch, and all of that. We are very, 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 very grateful and humble and thankful that this is what you do, okay, and that you are a part of part of our audience, part of our cachet, if you will, our pedigree. And we thank you for helping us to brand who we are. We do things the way that we do things. I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I don't have time to be like, I don't know how to be nobody else, but me. You understand? So for that, we thank you. 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 So yes, 14 years ago today, just for those of you who don't know the story, Dishing Tea with Big Meat started off on Blog Talk Radio, which I will be returning to the Blog Talk format. I don't everybody, we do grow and carry it on. I'm one of those people. I think I'm loyal to a fault or whatever. Um, but the Blog Talk platform is go bigger and better and carrying on. Um, our own networks over there. And I was looking to build the network over there. However, at the time, the whole idea of of this kind of format was still relatively new. So trying to get folks to come in up under my brand was difficult, and nobody was willing to do it at the time. But this all started because, and I'm being very transparent. It was jealousy. Yeah, I started this out of jealousy because there's a social group here in Atlanta called the Big Dogs. Okay, and they were up and pop, and they still are. It's just that they've changed a lot of their branding and formatting and carrying on. But at this particular point, everything was the Big Dogs, right? And at that time, they were the leaders in entertainment and stuff for the man of size, and this is same gender loving big boys and all that. So they sent out this thing on Facebook, said, join us on our radio show. And I was like, on your radio show? And I got in my feelings like, how in the hell? Because I was like, y'all making that kind of money to where you can afforded a radio show? And so when I clicked on the link to go to their show, this was when Blog Talk popped up. And I was like, oh. And at that particular time, in order to sign up, they let you sign up. Either you want to sign up as a listener or as a host. And I was like, really? And so the whole nature of me getting into this was because I wanted to start getting into voiceover work, which I have not done a demo tape or whatever. But I wanted to get into voiceovers, right? And so I said, well, this would be an idea, and I can go ahead on and do this, and I can make my own commercials, if you will, and then I would let this be my reel, right? And so I signed up as a host. So that's when I started going through and trying to learn the system and carrying on. And all it took was a computer and a telephone. I'm like, oh, snap, honey. Okay. So as we went through the system, it was on this day 14 years ago that I had my very first show. And my very first guest was my spiritual mentor, Elder Claude Bowen, formerly the pastor of Unity Fellowship Church, Riverside, California. And he's also one of our elders. He was one of our elders in the church. And so both of us have since left the organization because we've matriculated on. But at that time, I still consider him to be one of my elders and spiritual advisors and confidants and things of that nature. So he was my very first guest. And so it took off from there. I have celebrity friends, and so I started asking them would they come on the show, and so they would say, yeah. So, we're friends. So they were coming out trying to help me out and this, that, and the other. and it became what it was. And then when I started reaching out to other celebrities, and I'm sitting up on, hey, I got a show. Would you like to come on my show for me? And this, that, and the other. And they started saying yes. Then all of a sudden it started to become, a whole big thing. And it was this platform that I knew that this was my vehicle in. It was under this platform, not my acting, not being on stage, directing or anything. It was this platform that allowed me to get into bigger platforms. You guys know I went to school with Nikki Gilbert. Um, well, she's Daniels now, Mrs. Daniels. Yeah, that's from Brownstone, right? And all of that, and R&B divas and all of that. We went to high school together. So because of that, we started working together again on some of her projects. I got to meet other celebrities. That's how I met Fantasia and Angie Stone and Selena Johnson and Faith Evans and Monifa and Tatiana Ali, and I'm around these people, and hell, I met Dave Tolliver through her. Dave Tolliver and Blue, rest in peace, Blue. Damn, Blue gone. I knew of Miss Sophia, but we were able to. This is when we worked together at that particular point. For Soul Kin Cabaret, we did that together. I met Cristal, honey. Y'all know Cristal as Ronnie from Players Club, okay? So I'm meeting these people, and a lot of them have come on my show, and then I was able to get some of my idols when Stephanie Mills came on. Stephanie's been on the show twice. Sarah Dash. Hey Sarah, y'all know that's my big sister. When Sarah's been on like 3 or 4 times, and my TT Dionne Warwick's been on a couple of times, and Sinbad has been on a couple of times, and Rodney Perry has been on, and Tony Terry, who does the jingle. That's Tony Terry on the jingle, y'all. He gifted me that. This child, Tony Terry gifted me that. And child, that was a blessing. Do you know how much jingles cost to get somebody, especially of his caliber, to do a jingle? Okay, opening, please. And he gifted me that. Do you? Wow, I don't want to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional because that there is everything. So for those who rock and roll with me and carrying on, I know this is the platform that God has given me to do what it is I need to do. We've been able to sustain it, through my own means and carrying on financially. I wish we could do better financially to where I can leave corporate America and just focus on this. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's coming. And I believe that with every fiber of my being. So these chapter 14 or season 14 or whatever, there's going to be some changes as always, because, like I told y'all last night, we're embarking on a few different things. My co-hosts, they are doing their thing. So this is why they're not here with me a lot of times. They just end up, they may not be my co-host much, they may end up coming in as correspondents. You know what I mean? Because their lives are changing and carrying on. So I may have to take this on and then bring them in, periodically, like I do with the rest of you. But nonetheless, I know oftentimes that coming in, because I have co-hosts and they all in the opening and stuff, I know a lot of you have gotten used to the 3-person format. And because of obligation and life and honey, they haven't been able to join me in carrying on a consistent basis this particular season. So we're going to going into season 14. We're going to top up some things, and possibly what's going to happen is they're probably going to do special segments, and they come in, like let's talk about Nikki. She may have something to talk about, and we plug it in and that kind of thing. Now that now that Minister Lavelle, I call him V, now that he's on his spiritual quest and has a lot of church duties and an ordained minister now, that there is taking another turn. So, we may have y'all know how we were doing his little moments, honey. Okay, where he would sit down and give a word, okay, or some kind of commentary. We may end up having him do something that's more in alignment with his walk and carrying on, so that he can still be true to his calling. Because y'all know, listen, if anybody say they called or whatever of God, I don't want to get in the way of that. However, in order for it to fit here, we got to tweak it a little bit, because I know he's on a life-changing effort. So y'all, that's why y'all don't see him say Red or call himself Big Red in his name or whatever. It's because now, he's changing his persona. Okay. So yeah, we got a few things that we're gonna look into and change, and this and other and all of that. As I said earlier, going back to the blog talk format where you guys could call in on the show and this, that, and the other. I'm going to find a way to where I'm going to do blog talk and here at the same time. What's probably going to happen is, while I'm on blog talk, I would probably have this on as recording and a record only. And that way I can navigate back and forth, and you guys can hear what's going on this side, as long as I got a speakerphone somewhere. I got to find out how we're going to do that. And we're going to make that happen. But we will be returning to the Blog Talk platform soon, okay? And that there is that. So let me see. Let's go to the comments over here. What we got? Hey, Big Meech, happy 14 years. Yay. Thank you, Groove. I love that. How about happy anniversary by Ray Goodman and Brown on top of that, Big Meech? Now, you know what? If I were DJing, girl. Right. Okay, put that. You know how to plug it in, girl. You know how to plug it in. Happy anniversary, Big Star. Thanks, Buck. What's going on? What's going on? Thanks, Michael. Happy anniversary. Okay. I'm so inspired by this. Continued blessings. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I will keep my open invitation to the show. Enjoy popping in from time to time. Of course, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer, honey. What it is that as we are growing, now we're at the 14-year mark and carrying on, I'm looking to take the show now, and I want to get into development pieces and carrying on. Not necessarily news stories, but I guess that's what we're going to call it. Because right now, I want to make sure that we get on educating our community, okay, and our people. We got too much going on out here. We have too much going on. And I think platforms like this, everybody has an opportunity to make sure that we get the information out there the right way. You guys know I'm someone who loves to check sources. I do not like saying anything just to be saying it. I want to make sure that I could quote a source and give you links to where you can go read it for yourself. Don't just take my word for it. That there's one thing I have never allowed here on this particular platform. Do not just take my word for it. Go and research it yourself. And I know sometimes we get information. You may hear me say, honey, I just got this. I don't know what this is. I haven't been able to check the sources or whatever, but the word on the street is. You will hear me say that, and you'll hear me say a couple other things along the line when I don't feel as though that I'm knowledgeable enough or I have the right sourcing, okay? And even if I have a source, there are moments where I would tell you, honey, I don't trust this source because I'm not seeing this nowhere else. It's only just posted here. This could be commentary. This could be clickbait. This could be whatever, okay? But always, always, always check your sources or whatever. I would love to get into when we're dishing tea, and honey, when we're not necessarily exposés or whatever, but we're informing you on what's going on. Instead of that, get more of like workshop kind of things. I'm looking at developing some things that will take us into bettering us. You know what I mean? So that there are some of the things that I'm looking forward to doing for season 14. But at the same time, it's going to be contingent upon this election. And if I win this election, when I win this election and carrying on, there's going to be a few changes because You know, we would have a government business to take care of, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, I think it would be fun that I keep the platform because I believe that um the people need to see me as an everyday person. I do not like the idea that, you know, politicians and carrying on, you know, you got to be guarded and carrying on everything you say, everything you do, everything is guarded because everybody want to have that aha moment or that gotcha moment. But I'm human like everybody else, and I think I'm going to come in and change the game. Okay, in fact, not think, I know I'm going to come in and change the damn game. Okay, that's just what it is, uh, and we're going to call that grace and mercy. Okay, what we got? Um, I too am looking into making changes with Nighthawk Network as well. You know what? Here's another thing for you, because when I was talking about the network over there on Blog Talk, Nighthawk Network would be fabulous over there as well, because on the Blog Talk circuit, you can have that and have all of your shows up under your network. We'll talk off, you know, we'll talk in a minute, because I thought about that a while ago. I think I may have said that to you a long time ago. But under that Blog Talk umbrella, you know, they give you the option of building your own network and carrying on to where you become like your own radio station, if you will, right? And so, yeah, it's very interesting, but it's a lot of responsibility because, of course, you're the network, and everybody who comes up under your umbrella, like they pay you for their time slot, right? And so yeah, okay, yes, we would be uh broadcasters. Um, we would be, as broadcasters, be irresponsible if we did not encourage others to do their research. Exactly. Okay, exactly. Hey Charles, how you doing? Honey, you keep calling me at times, baby, where I can't talk. Okay. And I know you want to sit there and talk to me, honey, but you call me at inopportune times. But just text me, honey, and we'll go from there. Just keep texting me, okay? Looking forward to Ask a Mayor segment each month on my platform, speaking into existence. We will definitely talk on those things. Yes, darling, listen, because see, here's the thing. Even though I'm here in College Park, information that I may have that I will learn will be able, you know, will be able to fortify everybody else in their own particular cities. Listen, what you need, you know, it'll give you the idea what to ask for, how to go about navigating your cities, how to go about getting information, what you need to do for this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to learn a lot of that too, because hell, I've never been a mayor before. All I know is, hell, the mayor is supposed to XYZ. That's what I thought, you know. But there's obligations and stuff that are there that we're going to learn together, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. You understand? So be that as it may. So it's our anniversary yet again, yet again, yet again. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for coming on up in here, honey. I love it. 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 So now, before we get into everything, honey, hello there. Thank you. Hello there, Todd. How are you? I need to see you, sir. Yes, indeed. Okay. um. Oh, thank you, baby. I love you right back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for loving the show and loving on me like that. I love it. Okay. So now, um, y'all know we got a lot of stuff going on in the world today, right? And because of it, we have now uh we are just in a space and in a time, honey, to where everything is going backwards. And they always say, honey, if you don't understand your history or learn your history, you're doomed to repeat it. But it's a whole nother thing, honey, when you don't repeat history, you actually intentionally want to take history backwards. You intentionally want to do stuff to set, you know, like you're trying to go into a time warp or something, right? And that's something that we all have to look into. We all need to look into why is it that we are in these kind of times right now? I don't ever think that we have ever seen. No, what am I talking about? Everything. No, we have never seen it because this is our lifetime, right? But I'm going back in history in my thinking, and what we're experiencing now, as far as all this stuff being overturned and this, that, and the other. I never have known a time in history where our people have dealt with anything like this, outside of, you know, the black communities being burned and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I didn't turn my phone off, y'all. Um, outside of, all of that, we have the Black Wall Street, the Black Bottoms, we had Auburn. What's the district here? It's down here, Auburn Street here. That was our district down here in Atlanta. That was predominantly black neighborhoods that were burned down and destroyed, because of whatever reasons. And we can always say white supremacy was the root, but then there's other factors and stuff involved in it as well, right? So, jealousy, envy, all the things, that had those particular towns to be thwarted. But we're in this space where it doesn't make sense. But I want to play for y'all something that um that's coming from Judge Mathis. I was gonna say Joe Brown, and I know that ain't right. Joe Brown and I, honey. No, if y'all not seen us go at it, honey, you're missing a treat. And we didn't really go at it. It was very respectful. It was very respectful with one another. And as he heard me out, he really didn't, oppose anything that I've said. He just sat down there and let me talk because it wasn't anything that was, I think that slighted him or anything, because hell, I think he agreed with what I had to say. Okay. Point blank period. What in the hell is the damn video? Now I just had it and I said, okay, I couldn't download it in time to put it in the system. So I said, okay, is this it? That's it. What is it? What is the title? Oh shit. Oh, okay. I got 2 Facebook pages open. I didn't want to get the wrong one. Yes, that one. Ooh. Wait a minute. Before I do it, I got smut up here. I got to clear the smut out. I can't let y'all see all that, honey, because then they'll try to flag me and think I'm trying to corrupt y'all, honey. But okay. Better close all that down. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to find a new way to do that. Hold on, y'all. No, because this is a Facebook. It's a Facebook reel that I want to share, but because it's in Facebook and because this is on my page, if anything or any of my smut come popping up, in my chats or whatever, it'll pop in, and I don't need that to happen. So okay, we're gonna scratch that idea for right now. No, we'll scratch that for right now, honey, because what I don't need is all my nasty stuff to be popping up and carrying on, and y'all start seeing all kinds of salacious, things. Okay, body parts and carrying on, honey. And then they'll be trying to swear, oh, it's an agenda. I'm trying to corrupt y'all, and I did something on purpose. They will swear it. Okay. And no, that's not what this is. All right. So listen, we're not gonna maybe what I'll do is, instead of y'all watching it, honey, let me see if I could just play it. Okay. Let me see if I play it, if y'all can hear it. Okay. Let me make sure the volume is up. We're gonna play it. Okay. Now it want a buffer, right? It want a buffer. It want a fucking buffer. Okay. Oh, that's what it is. It keeps stopping because okay. Were y'all able to hear that? See what it is because I switched back trying to make sure I'm seeing y'all. It keeps stopping the damn tape. That's what. Okay. And there you have and there you have it. Did y'all hear all of that? I hope y'all did, because I'm if you didn't, then I'm just sitting up here looking at you, right? Did y'all hear all of that? You said nope, we didn't. Can't hear a damn thing. So I'm just sitting here and just looking, right? So all that I said, God damn it. I swear, every time it's shit like this that this is what lets me know I'm human and carrying on. Thinking that y'all hearing this because it's through the damn speakers. Fuck it. Okay. I'm gonna put the link up in here. So y'all just go to it your damn selves. Yeah. I'm pissed right now. That just pissed me off. Okay. That just pissed me off. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link in here. Let me make sure this is is this the right one? I think. Oh no, that might just be the comment. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I'm in here with the link and carrying on. Hold on. So we can make sure everything is everything. Child. I'm so oh God. This is a not at all. Can't hear a goddamn thing. Okay. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm sending y'all the link to that particular video itself. So y'all can catch the judge. Okay. Judge Greg Mathis and what he had to say about Clarence Thomas and about the ruling about them striking down affirmative action and things. Okay, and I wanted to share that so that we can get into it. Okay. However, oh, he did change his name on that already. Okay. Pamela Jones Barea. Hello there, my darling. What a treat to see you here. You know, she was a guest on the show a while ago, honey, right when her book had came out or whatever. We talked about her story. Okay. Today is our anniversary, so what a wonderful treat to see that you're here. Okay. Um, yes. So thank you for coming up in here. But I wanted to try to share that, and that just blew up in my face. Okay, today is just one of them days that the damn thing didn't want to play. Okay, I see what this is. Hmm. This is what we call add water and stir moments, honey, when we got to make guerrilla theater, okay? So then let's just get right into the stories, honey. Let's get into what's plaguing us today. Yesterday I was going to talk about the mom, Miss Carlisha Hood, and her 14-year-old son, who ended up shooting what's his name, Jeremy Brown. The son shot him and carrying on. There was a whole big to do about that. The charges were dropped, and now Miss Thing is trying to sue the city of Chicago and carrying on. Let's get into that, because in the beginning of all this, I was adamantly distraught with that. I always tell that word is vehemently. Okay, vehemently. That's it. Vehemently. Okay. I was upset with that story because at face value, and Chicago was reporting this, that when it was all happening, Miss Thing come in the restaurant, she jump in front of the line. Old boy was like, no, I'm right here, could you wait your turn or whatever? It became this whole big argument between them. She got the neck rolling and blah, 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 blah. He's like, get out my face, go on and get your food and blah, 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 blah. And she stood up to him and she didn't leave. And then, it became a whole big to-do. In the middle of all that, the story was saying that store, and and come in to shoot the dude. Right? That's what we were told that's what she texted him. I said we can't go by that yet because we have not seen the text message. Right? So now we're in the space. The boy come in, he shoots the guy. Then the mom said, no, shoot his ass. Because now he fought. The boy that got up and ran. So now the son that went after him shot him again. Okay. Then it said that the mom and the son were trying to argue. They were struggling over the gun a little bit because the mother told him to shoot the heifer that was laughing. Shoot her too, right? And carrying on. And that was the story. Allegedly. Well, now it is said that it was the opposite way around. That when she went in the store to get her, he was the one who jumped in front and started the whole do-I-diddy whatever. Okay? Of course, the video surfaced where we see him arguing with her, and I get your food before I hit you. Get your food before I hit you. You say one more word, I'm gonna knock shit out you, but all that. And so we see him tagging her like 3 or 4 times, right? So then the son comes in and all of that. I wanted Red to be in on this because Red, he said, oh, wait a minute, let me explain something to you. He said, because with this particular story, he said, it's the other way around. And I tend to believe it because old boy has ties to the gang. He's in one of those affiliations and, that kind of street life activities and things, right? Red says one thing about that restaurant is that he said it's all encased in glass. So it wasn't that she texted the son. Y'all could see everything that's going on. I said, that makes a difference. He said, so if the boy was still sitting in the car, he saw what was going on and got up and probably came to come and see what was happening. Okay. In addition to mom saying, come inside because we have a problem, or whatever it was she said in the text. They still haven't revealed what she said in the text, but one report is saying that she never said come in here to shoot him. Okay. So at this particular point, all the charges were dropped. And again, in the beginning of this, I'm saying they dropped all them charges, and I'm saying, well, they did that because he hit her. Here we got a man hitting a woman, and y'all know how I feel about that. Okay, that don't automatically get a pass for me. Okay, y'all could disagree with me, y'all could call me all kinds of whatever. Just because a man hit a woman, that doesn't automatically get, kick his ass. That don't get that kind of card from me. Okay, because I got into an argument, a slight debate with the guy at my job. And he was like, but that's a female. She knew she was a damn female when she walked up to her. See, anytime a woman becomes very aggressive with the man, and you a woman, bitches, no, all bets are off. Fuck that. Because I don't want to hear about, he should have walked away. He should have. Okay, if she was that much of a problem. I don't want to hear that. And the reason why I don't want to hear that is because when women antagonize men, most of the time they do it for the case. They say it out here. We talk about it in the movies. We see it on the TV shows. We see it in reality TV. You hear it on the street corner. Nigga, I want you to say something. Do it. What the fuck you gonna do? Do it so I can call the police and get your case. I send your ass to jail. Hit me. I want you to hit me. All of that. I'll tell you what. Bitch, I will. You keep campaigning for an ass whooping, bitch, you will win that election by a landslide. Especially when I tell you to leave me the fuck alone. So that was my mindset here, because I thought it was the other way around. But reports are coming in saying, no, he was the aggressor. He was the one that started the argument and this, that, and the other. He was the one. But then they also said something that has been plaguing me. He had a girlfriend with him. So I was like, well, wait a minute. Why is it that the girlfriend didn't get in this? You know what I'm saying? If old girl was aggressive and this, that, and the other to her man, why in the hell didn't she get in it? But like, hold up, bitch, wait a minute. And let that become between the two women versus him being the one huffing and puffing and throwing blows. Right? I'm like, where is she at? Because nobody questioned her. I still have not heard a report about the girl being questioned. But reports are saying that she did tell the son to shoot her because she was laughing and carrying on. So in my head, the way how this is piecing together for me is that this must have been the girlfriend, and they all part of the same gang, the same set, the same whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because when she started laughing, apparently they said that whoever was in there laughing, I think it's the girlfriend, she was in on it, whatever this is. So that's why she did jump in, because hell, blah, blah, boom, right? Well, they dropped the charges because I just read that they found, after looking at the tapes and after seeing that, he had physically assaulted her and carrying on, that they were saying they didn't have sufficient evidence to prove that their actions were not self-defense. Okay, because of what had transpired. So they dropped all the charges. Okay. I'm upset because now you want to cite wrongful arrest. Hold up. Every report that I have read said that they went to go turn themselves in. One report said that the police went and found them. They saw them on the tape, found out who they were, and they went to their house and got them. I'm going to go with they turned themselves in because I saw that more in the reports than I have seen with the police went to go get them, right? And cross referencing. And it's not it's and let me say this. Oftentimes when I cross reference, I have to look at the sourcing because have y'all ever paid that any attention when you go cross reference stuff that somebody just copy and paste it from somebody else's story and it's the exact same story verbatim? Yeah. I have to go and look at and I look at the sourcing and then I see how the story is arranged and carrying on, and they got a few more details or whatever the case may be. Then I'm tended to lean to that somebody else wrote that, right? So okay. So all I got more reports saying that they turned themselves in, and boom. But now you want to sue them. How you gonna sue them from wrongful arrest when you turned yourself in? You went to them and said, "Hey, we trying to do the right thing by this. We killed this boy because he was fucking with us. Okay, he hit my mama. Bada boom. Everybody on this thing, free the child because he was just protecting his mama. He was protecting his mama. Now, in the real world, yes, I agree with that. But I'm gonna say this because in the beginning of all this, if she has, because we still hadn't seen the text, and they said that she was texting him saying to come in and shoot him, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, honey, what is this? What is this? You're the one with the license to carry, not him. Okay. Why is he why does he have your gun in his pocket? Well, now it makes sense. If the windows are if the thing is encased in windows and I can see everything, and mama didn't take the gun in the store with her, and the son see what's going on, he take the gun out the car and then come in. You see what I'm saying? So it makes a little bit more sense because now somebody up in here battling my mama, I know we're not gonna have that. And as a 14-year-old, what is it that you thought the 14-year-old was supposed to do? And then as a male child, so you're trying to, he coming into his manhood, whatever. Somebody fucking with my mama. No, we don't have, it's all of that. It's all of that. Okay. And then as a black man, y'all know how we are, we just did, we in our culture, honey, there's just unspoken rules that we just live by. Okay. Fucking with my mama is one of those rules, honey, that would get your ass hurt. Okay. In everybody's definition. You understand? So yeah. So I'm perplexed with wanting to say this was a wrongful arrest, especially after they said they were going to drop the charges. Okay. I'm trying to understand what is it that says that let me go after the city now. Outside of some greedy ass lawyer sitting up there saying, okay, this is what we can do. I'm not understanding that. Okay. I'm not understanding this at all. And I'm a little bit upset with that particular move. You're already traumatized. Your son now had to deal with the fact that he killed somebody. At 14, he's got to go for the rest of his life knowing I killed someone. Okay? Now, I don't know what his constitution is. I'm going to project my constitution thinking that he thinks like me, or as a human being, the emotions that it takes for that, honey, to understand that most of us that will fuck with us. Okay? And trying to understand, yes, I have killed someone. But you know, we had that 1% of the population, honey, that they give no damns about it. Ain't no dog in that fight, honey. They don't care. Honey, listen, it is what it is. If you hadn't have done that, it wouldn't have been this. You know, we got a section of the populace that thinks that way. We don't know where he is in his configuration or whatever, but okay. So I'm perturbed with that. But now let's do this. Huh? Prior to coming on to the air today, I've told they had the funeral for the man, right? Why is it that the children are going to the funeral? They done made shirts that call him the Knockout King. Knockout King. There are reports that are saying he was known in the community to be the one punch dude. Oh, he got them hands. Okay. That's what he's known for. So his baby mama got t-shirts made. Knockout King. I'm trying to find her video. I was going to put it up here, but where I've seen it is somebody else's stuff. And, you know, everybody not thinking they journalists are carrying on. So they didn't put their little logo on it, you know, as a watermark. And I'm not integrated to promote nobody else's show right now, right? We all talk about the same story. I'm not going to give you no damn credit about this shit. Okay, so I'm trying to find, I don't know where she posted it, her own stuff, but this woman, she goes on social media and she starts to blast everybody because she's saying that we need to mind our own business, basically. Y'all should be upset about a t-shirt or whatever. And this, that, and the other, but y'all ain't doing nothing but making us famous. So thank y'all for the 10,000 likes and hits and this, that, and so they're in a whole different mindset. They got pictures of them at the funeral or whatever this was. Y'all did the thing, y'all twerking and this, that, and the third, and all of this, all that there ratchet ass shit that folks do. Okay. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, whoo. Ghetto, 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 ghetto. Okay. Numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And then to not have any kind of remorse or not have any kind of empathy for what this is. Now, I understand this is your loved one or whatever, but to sit down there and call him the Knockout King on the shirt implies, now, I don't give a damn about he had those hands, but he jumped on a woman. Okay? He jumped on this woman simply because of either cutting lines or whatever. This is something else Red told me about that. He said, what you have to understand is, in Chicago, that there is life, especially in certain neighborhoods. Folks will come in and you'll be at the window. He said, you'll be at the window making your order. And somebody will come to the window and just shout over your head, yo, let me get a 4-piece, da, 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 da. Just because. He said, yeah, that's the mentality. You know, folks will sit up there and they'll do that shit. All right, you can yell over all you want. But if this motherfucker served you before he served me and I'm right here at this window, he taking my order, oh, we got a problem. Okay? There's going to be a problem. Because, no, I'll tell you what, if he's that much more important to you, then fuck it. You take his money, I'll take my money elsewhere. You understand? I don't need you if you're going to, you know, overstep me just because of this motherfucker. You understand? Yeah. But I'm having an issue with all of that, and it's tacky. It is wow, it's beyond that. It becomes it comes we want better. Black folks say we want better. We all stand up there hollering, we need to do better. But what does need to do better mean? What does do better look like? Huh? Let's ask that particular question. What does do better look like? Particularly when we have folks who have perfected ghetto fabulousness. They have perfected being ratchet. They have perfected being I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet. Okay? They perfected that. Okay? So what does do better look like? Or are we romanticizing and fantasizing that because we still want upstanding citizens? We want classification, and we want folks to talk the King's English, and we want them to be in suits and ties and all of that all the time. Okay. Is that what we're looking at? Don't get quiet on me. Y'all put that in the comments, because what does do better look like? And I want you hear me well. I don't want to talk about an upgrade. Okay. Or is it? Is doing better mean upgrading? It does doing better, or what it looks to do better, does that mean that um we're looking for what? We're looking for overhaul, we're looking for what? Okay. What does do better look like? Okay. Do we all move away from hood, from get out of the hood? But what about those who can't? What about those who are there in the hood because that's what they can afford? What does the do better look like? Yeah. Let's tackle that. What does do better supposed to look like at this time? Hmm? Do we negate culture? Because there's some parts of this that there's, as I said, we have unspoken rules. So do we negate the culture, or do we redefine the culture? Because it's good for the culture. But what is culture? Because oftentimes, see, a lot of this shit that we're talking about now, it's easy for me to say, oh, well, when I was a kid, we didn't have, and we didn't, and we didn't. But here's what it is. We may not have, but the culture that we're talking about, these 20 and 30-year-olds, that means those are our kids, right? So where did we drop the ball? Where did we drop the ball? Or were we too busy trying to make sure that we were hustling, okay, and trying to get the hustle on, to where we have imparted bad behavior and started to reward bad behavior and call that keeping it real? Is that what we did? Have we taken what's supposed to have been low level thinking, okay, low vibrational, okay? Have we allowed that low vibration to become the main frequency? Because it appears that if that's the main frequency, everything that happens up under that, honey, becomes a catastrophe, right? Because here we are in this reality show type living. Everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to go viral. Everybody want to know I'm a bad bitch. And in order to make something happen, we got folks that's just doing shit just to be doing it, it appears. Because they know all you're going to do is take your phone and record it and put it up somewhere. On TikTok, on Instagram, okay? World star. Is World Star still a thing? Because I don't hear folks hollering World Star like they used to anymore. Okay. But you get folks who want to become this internet famous because it could go all over the world in 2.5 seconds. Simultaneously, everybody getting these hits. Okay. And so we have allowed for the low vibration to become the standard. We have allowed for this to become the benchmark. And if this is the benchmark, then what the hell are we doing? So what does it look like? What does do better look like? What is it supposed to look like? Or what's the happy medium? Because we're all human, we're all multifaceted. We all have different parts of us to where all of us can be ghetto and hood and ratchet and stuff at the same time. You know, we all are sexual beings. So all that twerking and being over sexualized, we all are sexual beings. So it's not like we're above it. You know, we have moments where we do it. Hell, I get out there and throw my ass to carry on too. In the right situation. You know what I'm saying? But what is the right situation when everybody got a camera to record it? You understand? Because I could be with my friends somewhere where the music is hot and I get to do my little do I did. If I'm in the house music, the place somewhere, which I usually am, you know, and because you see me doing my little do I diddy, okay, then because somebody recorded it, be like, oh, look at this child, look at this. That don't make no damn sense. Now, y'all know when I go on my little big boy excursions and carrying on, honey, I wear my little wispy shit. Okay. Yes, I know what I put out there. You know, but I'm around the pool, honey. I'm wearing stuff. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be having no clothes on around the pool. Okay. I'm going to get in the water. What the hell? And I want to be sexy. So how come I can't do that? But because we got this damn contraption, getting into the right hands or the wrong hands or whatever, it becomes tabloid or internet fodder for the bloggers, for the keyboard courage children. Then it becomes a whole big old mess. Then folks got to go on an apology tour. Then you got to sit up there and say, oh, you just being ratchet and carrying on. But for those who stay there in that mentality, for those who sit up there and live their life that way 24/7, what does this mean? What does do better supposed to look like for them? Huh? Y'all quiet. Don't get quiet on me. Don't get quiet. Nuh-uh. Don't you dare get quiet. Don't get quiet. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Okay. What you say? Send the smut. Barb, hey, darling. How are you? Okay, no, y'all didn't hear a damn thing. Okay. Okay, not at all. Okay. And then the rest of this are just my links to that Judge Mathis. All right. Okay, so y'all don't want to touch that one? Okay. All right, I'll let it be. I'll let it be. I'll let that be your homework assignment. I'll let that be your homework assignment, my darlings. Tell me, what does doing good supposed to look like? Is it subjective? Is there a universal look good? Or are we acquiescing to what status quo says looking good supposed to be? I mean, doing better, to do better. Okay. Because that means that there's a level of success attached to it. All this, that, and the other. That what that is? All right. All right. Now, let's go here. No, wait a minute. Before I go here, I haven't done this in a minute. You know, we got the little sponsors or whatever, but I haven't played not nail commercial in a little piece of a minute. So let me do this. I'm gonna take a little commercial break here so we can revamp and then come back. Because when we come back off of this little break, I want to get into the Titanic children. You're gonna spend this money to go see the Titanic, and you die before you get there. You're trying to go see the Titanic, and you became the Titanic. We'll talk about that in a minute. Be bold, be unique, be the tea with a unique body oil fragrance from the Sensuality Fragrance Collection. The Sensuality Collection embodies a unique array of customized original scents created by Big Meech. Indulge yourself in such fragrances as eye candy, foreplay, anticipation, shower fresh, naked beauty, or pay homage to the motherland and choose an oil from our exclusive Wakanda collection. Over 17 different scents that will tantalize your senses. Order yours today. Log on to www.dishingtea.com for more information. Because remember, it's all about the tea. Sensuality, that is.
Have you tried Big Rob popcorn? It's a wonderful anytime snack that everyone will love. Available in 3 flavors. Grown and Sexy, which is the perfect mix of cheddar, cheese, and caramel. Sugar Shack, a fruitful flavored mix of watermelon and apple. So delicious and good. How about spicy butter and white cheddar? Everyone loves it. That's why it's called good. All Big Rob snacks are manufactured in an FDA-approved facility and flash sealed for freshness, safety, and worldwide delivery. To order, call or text 937-367-8650. That's 937-367-8650. Or contact Big Rob via Instagram at Hey Big Rob. As the holidays approach, take advantage of the holiday special. Purchase more than 2 bags and receive a free CD. Call or text 937-367-8650 to place your order now. Big Rob popcorn, the perfect snack that you will love. It's so delicious.
Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Looking to reach a more diverse audience for your products and your services? Well, this is the platform for you. Dishing Tea Entertainment welcomes all businesses who wish to expand their brands and looking for clientele that's more than grown and sexy, but also the seasoned and sophisticated. For more information on how this spot can be yours, contact Big Meat at 404-914-5610 or go to our website at www.dishingtea.com. Angelo Ellerby, the Henry Higgins of hip-hop, is the founder, president, and CEO of Double Exposure Media Relations. Double Exposure Media Relations is a full-service public relations, marketing, and artist development firm specializing in publicity, photography, artist promotion and artist development, makeup artistry, event production, and EPK development. Celebrating over 45 years in the industry, Angelo believes that a culture that does not take care of nor respect its artists is a culture that leaves nothing behind to appreciate. Let Angelo help you make dollars and cents of the entertainment industry. Contact Double Exposure Media Relations at 201-224-6570. That's 201-224-6570.
Please wear your mask. Wear your mask. It is very important for you to put on that mask. This not no joke, and this is not no rundown. Wear your mask. If you vaccinated or not, throw on that mask and stop lying, telling people you vaccinated and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You over trying to get people sick. Stop lying, saints.
Hear the music.
Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Put on that mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. that mask. Put on that mask. It is very important. And stop lying, telling people you vaccinated, and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You over trying to get people fat. Trying to get people fat. You over trying to get people fat. Keep people fat. Keep people fat. You over trying to get people fat. Trying to get people fat. You over trying to get people fat. Keep people fat. Keep people fat. Word your mask. Word your mask. Word your mask. Put on that mask. Word your mask. Word your mask. Word your mask. Put on that mask.
I'm a key baby.
The views and opinions expressed here on Dishing Tea TV are strictly those of the hosts and guests of this program. They do not reflect the views and opinions or governing actions of any of the sponsors or affiliates of Dishing Tea Entertainment, Artist First Entertainment, Big Guy ENT, Atlanta Hot Radio, Black GDP TV, or Diversity TV. Your viewing and listening discretion is advised. All right, and we are back, my darlings. If you're just tuning in with us, honey, please, we just want to say thank you for your love and your support as we are in day one of our 14th year of being a broadcasting house here at Dishing Tea with Big Meats, Dishing Tea Entertainment, okay? And we want to thank you for joining us today. So all month long, anytime I'm on the air, honey, for the month of July, whether I am doing the full Big Meat show, if I'm doing Big Meats moments or whatever, we're going to acknowledge, honey, that we are 14 years old. And yes, we want to thank and give you all of your kudos and things of that nature. I'm hoping to get some of my celebrity friends to call in and give us happy anniversary wishes and all that kind of jazz. So we'll see what's to come later, okay? Now, let's get into this whole thing of We All Live in the Yellow Submarine, honey. I want to play that song so badly because these children, honey, now went into the little boat, into the little container, saying they're going down here to see the Titanic. The man who supposedly created this thing, you are guiding this thing, honey, with a control panel that looked like something, either a gamer or one of those remote car controllers. And now, after all these people done spent their $250,000 to pay you for this trip, this awesome once in a lifetime trip. Yeah, once in a lifetime, because their lives and their time in their life, man, it just ended. The thing imploded. From what the reports were saying, honey, they were killed like an hour after they had took the dive. The damn thing imploded. The government or whoever, all of these research and efforts are carrying on. They just spent all this money, this $6 million in this coin on a search and rescue, honey. And they don't know what the hell to do. The man, you lost the signal. You lost the signal and couldn't find them. And y'all sit up there saying that, okay, we heard some pounding or tapping or whatever. Okay, but where were the robots? How come nobody sent the robots in down and to go scale where they were supposed to be? I'm trying to understand with nautical miles. Those of you, Princess, you in here? You were in the Navy and carrying on. I need to understand nautical miles and how that, because when you're flying and carrying on, everything is longitude and latitude in the air. How does that work by sea? Okay. Are y'all able to sit down there and to pinpoint, directions and carrying on, through the nautical miles or what? Because I'm trying to understand, how is it that if they had went out into where they say they dropped the thing supposed to have dropped or whatever, they couldn't get no camera or nothing to, with this optical scope Where is, what about the Navy and carrying on? Those who have been in submarines and stuff before. Where were they to go and look for these people, supposedly? I'm trying to understand what the rescue mission was. And I'm trying to understand why is it that after all this money that you spent, that y'all come up and saying, oh, the damn thing was imploding and blah, 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 blah. And y'all able to say, oh, they were dead an hour before. Why did it take all of this? I'm confused. I'm completely confused as to all of that. Is it because it's like, okay, well, no, we have to make good with it? It's kind of like, at this particular point, if ever you've been in a disaster situation, and I've not been into a complete disaster situation, however, when it's not a search and rescue, it is more so search and recover. Because now, they got to go in because let's take 9/11, before the buildings fell, at that particular time, honey, when they knew it's not about a recovery anymore. Now we're going up in here to go and do, it's not a rescue, it's a recovery because we know that the folks have passed. So now we got to go in and collect, collect the bodies or whatever, so that folks can mourn and all of that, the ugliness of it. Okay. So what was all that? Okay. I'm trying to understand what somebody help me out. Somebody what? I personally thought that it was a damn suicide mission. That's what I thought. I thought personally it was a suicide mission. Hold on, I'm texting somebody. They texted me. Why would you trust someone who is navigating this thing with the handheld little do-I-diddy? What in that said this was going to be fun? And then I'm trying to understand the dude, the guy who made the thing, who was supposed to be the man, to do this. You said that you done went down there hundreds of times and oh my God, every time I go, I see something new. There's always something new to see and blah, 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 blah. You may have attempted hundreds of times, and there's always something new to see. Yeah, because you got to step closer. Okay, I don't believe that man went down there in that contraption. I don't believe that at all. Okay, I was listening. Y'all know I like TGI Friday with Claudia and Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds. I was listening to that, and Dineva said something that was really cute. She says, honey, I'm gonna be honest, there is nothing that they would have seen that we have not already seen about the Titanic, because they've already taken the robots and stuff down and we've seen it. It's not like you could get on and on the boats or whatever to where you could walk through and see the ruins or whatever. Everything was they've captured all that before, So what was it that they were trying to go and see? And then here's the thing for me. Did the damn thing have windows? I don't remember any of that thing having any kind of windows or things on it. It just looked like a big ass hot dog. The little Oscar Mayer Wiener hot dog car trucks. The damn thing just looked like one of those, or a blimp that was just made for underwater. How are they going to see the damn thing? I don't understand that. And then no, it couldn't have had windows or whatever, because to descend down, the pressure from the water would have busted the windows. So they couldn't have had windows, because then they'd have drowned. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Y'all talk to me, honey. I'm not understanding. I'm trying to make it make sense, but there's nothing in it that makes sense. There's nothing in this that makes sense at all. Okay. Outside of my coworker says that he believes that this was a publicity stunt. He says, I think this was fake. They may have wanted to fake their deaths, you know, so that they could go up under the radar or something. You know, he's like, I don't put that past them, because why would you spend that kind of money? And it was a suicide mission to begin with, on something that you didn't trust. I wouldn't have trusted that. I would not have trusted that damn thing. How? Can we just say this? Can we say that they were investors into an idea and that they were living sacrifices? Kind of like how the Wright brothers did with the airplanes that carried on. Could you imagine how many lives were lost at the start of trying to get airplanes to fly? Could this be that this is one of those kind of test models, and they were willing to sacrifice themselves for, because we don't know anything about submarine world or submarine living outside of the Navy, and unless you're in the Navy, none of us know what that is. So could this be that this man was trying to create something in traveling, travel and exploration, to where now we can have a submarine that's accessible? That was. I'm just throwing the theory out there. Could this be that this was they all invested into the project? In fact, I, I that makes than any other thing else. That makes much more sense than y'all sitting up there trying to go see the Titanic. That makes so much more sense in creating a new kind of product that was going to give the regular everyday man the ability to go and explore underwater in an underwater submarine type thing. Okay. That would not interfere with the military. That would make sense. You had a 250 the prototype, and you were testing the prototype. And now y'all got to go back to the drawing board because that was an epic fail. That sits so much better on the palate. That has such a calming feeling to me right now, to where I'm like, wow, that could have been it. Now I'm gonna tell you, who have the answer to that? Mr. Man. I don't know the man's name who created it and who was supposed to be controlling it. He would be the one. Excuse me. He would be the one to have the answer to that question. But what say you? What say you? Because we can all call him stupid and carrying on. Again, initially, I thought this was just a suicide mission, which still fits into the theory of if y'all were going in here to test the prototype, you knew there was a possibility that you would not come back, and y'all gambled that, right? So here we are. Here we are. So what does that mean? We start over, Does everybody get the life insurance or whatever? You know, did they sign over the life insurance that after you pay for, my burial and carrying on, what's left, honey, you give my family part of it, but part of it go to the research to build a better one or whatever the case may be? Is that what this is? Hmm. Just a theory. Just a theory, honey. I don't know if it's right or not. That just sits well. That sits well, and I'm telling you, that's what's bringing me about a peace with all of this. That is what's bringing me peace. Yeah. Time that I've yawned. All right. And Yana got quiet on me. So now what I'm going to do, I was going to sit down here and reminisce over some memories of over the last 14 years. Would require, but wait a minute. Let me see if I can find this. Because we did do, I got to do another one of these videos that introduced the radio show, right? And was a tribute to us, right? And to showcase, what we have done and this, that, and the other. But this is right in the early beginning stages of all this. And so I know now that I had to go through and redo this. But let me see if I can pull this up and show y'all some of the people that we've had on over the show. Over the years, okay. As you all know, y'all know I'm a Stephanie Mills buff. Okay, Stephanie Mills is my sister. Okay, that's my sister. That's my sister. Okay. And I love it. Yeah, here it is. I love it. And because I love it, this has just been a wonderful thing for me. Hold on. Yeah, this is it. I'm gonna share the screen. Oh, wait a minute. Do we got volume? Yeah, we do. All right, hold on. Now let me share this screen. I think I may have played this before, but I'm gonna share the screen, honey. And this is a YouTube video, so I ain't got to worry about no smut coming up, popping up on Facebook. So yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, hello, hello. It is another glorious Wednesday, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. So get your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meech.
My voice changed at a very early age. I graduated elementary school. I left the fifth grade. And this happened, during summer vacation.
To Las Vegas to audition for Naber Alleman's An Evening at La Cage at the Riviera. And I went in to audition, and he wanted me to do Pearl Bailey, Hello Dolly, and Aretha Franklin. And I said, honey, I'm Patti LaBelle. She didn't even know who Patti LaBelle was.
One of my first jobs, there was an issue. They asked my agent if I was gay because I've been doing Shakespeare for 2.5 years. As if somehow, if you could speak the King's English using vowels and consonants, that meant you were something else. And then I got insulted because it was. I wasn't, but if I was, what would have to do with anything? You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what really pissed me off.
Well, Jezebel was in the Bible before I was born.
I think what this does for the LGBT community is it takes the sting and the stigma out of how they try to make everything dealing with LGBT sexual. They never deal with mental.
We wanted. So with all of that, what did you learn from the Idol days?
You know, I learned that this industry is a game, you know?
Wow.
And if I had known that I was playing a game, I would have done a lot of things differently.
We have a saying in Minneapolis, man. If you can't say something good about somebody, don't say nothing at all. And I think that that was one of the things that really saved the relationship with Jeremy Lewis and I. And with Prince. I have a lot of respect for Prince.
Real man.
Right.
A hell of a man.
Mm-hmm.
But Ms. Ross is an absolutely wonderful person. She happened to be a woman that demanded perfection. If you were not at the top of your game, you were gone. Simple as that. No questions asked, because she demanded perfection around her, because she was a perfectionist, and I give kudos to her because she taught me well, and I am the exact same way.
It's best to just back up off it. Just back up off it. Whatever it is, the woman you messing with, the man you messing with, the collard greens you trying to cook, just back up off of it.
Not the collard greens.
To my manager's office, and I noticed that my business checkbook was out on her desk and open, and there was no reason for that to have been the case. And so I'm like, why is my checkbook open? She's like, well, why are you looking on my desk? And then I noticed that I had been paying my cousin's rent for 5 years, and I didn't know about it. So I knew that I was paying him a salary.
You know, this is a lesson, and it's not an issue of, women hate men or male bashing. It's an issue of mistreatment on the man's part and on the woman's part, just mistreatment.
He was a person that hated gay people. He would not do that.
He would not do that, that's right.
The only thing the minister hates is injustice. Injustice for his people, especially his people, but injustice for all people.
For all, exactly.
And I've known the minister since I was 16 years old.
Greg Burge and Gene Anthony Ray, oh my God. I met him on the set of Fame, and I instantly became like his surrogate mother. That lasted for, my goodness, more than 10, 15 years, 10 years.
Wow. Okay. Where the hell you been? Where you been?
And to me, it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek when I said that. I was basically asking people where y'all been. I've been on the road every weekend. I've been on the road every weekend since 1983. I never stopped being a comedian. So what happens is, I think when you do TV and movies, when they no longer see you in TV and movies, they figured you must have gone away. Well, people don't know is, see, I met Meek, and Meek is fly. You know, he came out with the suit on, you know. He came out to the show and really turned it out. So, you know, when he hit me up and asked me to come to the show, I said, man, it would be my pleasure to come and speak to your audience, man. So thank you, and what a great introduction, man.
Tea Darlings with Big Meech.
All right, darling. That there, we got to update that, because since that time, my God, you know, the people who have been on, I can say, wow. You know, we've had Shantae Moore, we've had Fantasia, we've had Faith Evans, we've had Angie Stone. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't stop that, and I thought I did. Don't you love that? Every time I stop something, okay, now any other time, honey, this thing would not have had the auto on, the auto play. But yeah, we've had God, Jennifer Holliday, Okay, we've had her. We've had um oh, what's my babies? Oh oh Sheila. What's the name of that damn group? But I can't. I'm looking right at him, honey, and I can't call his name right now. But we've had Billy Porter. Okay. Um, we've had uh a number of people, honey. As I, it throws me when I go over the catalog that and the people who have come on the show and who have been just wonderful for me. We've had Nico Anna, Uncle Clifford from P Valley. He's been on the show. Isn't that okay? Lovely and carrying on for us. We've had my girl, honey. Miss 9.9, honey, Miss Margot Thunder. And of course, Big Rob. Y'all saw Big Rob with Big Rob's Popcorn, honey. He's been on and things of that nature. So, there's a number of people who Melissa Morgan. Oh, God. Okay. Um y'all saw that we had Alexander O'Neill in that clip. We also had Sherelle. Sherelle has been here. Which was, oh God, that interview was absolutely fantastic. Okay. Just a number of people who I've been blessed to say yes, they have graced the stage of the presence here with Dishing Tea and carrying on. I mean, we even had Monique briefly. Okay, but y'all know, yeah, I would like to have that to be a do-over. However, that there is that. I wonder if she would come on now. I wonder if I were to do that, would she come on and we could sit down, honey, and have a cute little discussion, and deal with that, that would be hot, actually. Ugh. Especially now that she's won, she'd have come through what she's come through and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, yakety. At the same time, we're looking to do, like I said, we're looking to do bigger and better things. One of my quotes from Diana Ross: bigger and better club work all over the country and the world. Okay. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to, getting my niche here. And ultimately, I want to be able to compete with the Entertainment Tonight kind of thing. That's my goal. The goal here with Dishing Tea with Big Meech is to be comparable to your Entertainment Tonights and those kind of shows, okay? Hollywood Unlocked, and that kind of thing. I love what Jason is doing over there. I met him. We've talked briefly, and I would love to get into that particular world and that realm of it all. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So this is season 14. We're Dishing Tea with Big Meats. I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I love you. I don't take any of this for granted. Even though, on my days where I can't come in, or if I don't come in, is either because something has pulled me from it, or I'm at a point to where if I come in, it's not going to give you a full show. It's not going to give you, what I feel to be entertaining and uplifting and carrying on. I don't think that it will be that way, and I would rather not come on than to give a half-ass show. And y'all have seen it on a couple of times, honey, when I forced myself in, not realize that I was sleeping. Y'all have seen me nod off and carrying on in front of y'all on this damn camera, and that ain't cool. That ain't cool. And y'all know I don't drink. I have a cocktail here and there, but I'm not an alcoholic or nothing like that. I don't do drugs to be nodding. I'm like some damn heroin addict or something like that. I'm not into that. So I would rather not put on a show than to come up and be half-assed and all of that, because usually those shows always end up being fucked up anyway. If I had just stayed off the air, I would not be stressing myself out. You know what I'm saying? So that there is that. So I'm going to bid you guys a good night right now. Thank you for coming in. And if you love us, like you say you do, honey, like, subscribe, share. Okay, go rewatch some of the old stuff. Listen, if you're up on my YouTube page, if you don't know some of the stuff that we have done, go up on the YouTube page. You get to now in the early stages, it's all audio. Okay, so on YouTube, we don't put video. We made videos out of the audio because that's the only way we could post on YouTube. So we put pictures and stuff together to make it, a little going or whatever. But we have stuff up in there that I think you will enjoy. Okay, go and listen to some of the other stuff. If you don't want to listen to it here, go to Atlanta Hot Radio. We'll put the link up there because I know that we play the interviews over there as well on Atlanta Hot Radio. But go to the YouTube page, honey. Go and see some of your favorite artists and things that I've been able to interview thus far. Looking to get into some of the other children and carrying on. Shout out to Dave Tolliver. He's been on the show a few times. Solo and came on as Men at Large with guys to if you're taking part in me, you invest in your time, and I thank you so much. So I offer you to go look at some of the archives over there on the YouTube page. Just go look. You'll see where it says Dishing Tea, and it has different folders of what year that stuff has come from. Okay, and all of that. So with that, let me say good night. Let me say thank you and say happy anniversary again to everyone. Thank you for coming. And until we meet again, my darlings, honey, listen, if you don't see me here, look for a Big Meech moment. Because there are times where I'm going to talk about or something. I try to hold my comments to do the show. But because we come on so late in the week, there are moments to where I just have to say something now, and then we'll pick it back up when I get on the show because it's a hot topic, okay? And we need a response, or something just won't let me. It won't let me be. You know what I'm saying? So with be that as it may. So on that note, my darlings, you may finish all of your crumpets, honey, because the teeth with Big Meech, honey. If you love us, tell a friend. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies, honey. But in any event, I want you guys to understand that everything that we are doing over here at 3 the Hard Way, the Syndicate, honey, New York, New York, Lord, I got New York on the brain. This is Detroit, Chicago, and Philly. 3 the Hard Way, the Syndicate. Yeah, we're a syndicate, baby. Everything that we're doing in any way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing will move forward. All right. So on that note, honey, woo! I did it. And whoo, scene, honey.